So if you already have credit cards, line of credit, or even any kind of loan, it is important that you begin to build your credit. As we all know, when we are younger and we wanted to go to the university, or even if you're still trying to go to the university right now, or you're trying to go to the college, one thing I know for sure is that the score you have in some of the subjects you're taking right now or you've already taken plays an important role in you getting admission into the school of your dreams or the college of your dreams or all that. So what that means is the higher score you get, that gives you, a little bit of advantage of getting to the school of your dream. So when it comes to credit score, it is also the same thing. The higher your credit score, the better. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 tips that will help you increase your credit score. And my name is a.k.a. I'm super excited to have you here. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, I make videos about how you can earn, save, and invest. So if you like such content, all you have to do is to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you always know when I release any video. Without any further ado, let's get into this video. So the number 1 tip of what you can do to help you boost your credit score is by paying your credits on time. So if you have a credit, for example, $1,000 credit or $2,000 credit card, and you have spent money out of it, you have a 30 days window to pay this money back. It is very important that you pay this money within that window. Paying your money on time will impact your credit score positively. But when you begin to miss dates and you forget to pay on time, that will be on your credit history, and lenders will be aware of how you pay. Even though you missed that, they will not know. Even if it was just one-off, they won't know. So it is very important that we pay attention to that. I can understand that life gets busy and sometimes we do forget, but one thing we can do to avoid these kind of things from happening is by setting alarm on our phone. You can set an alarm on your phone so it acts as a reminder. For example, if you normally get paid every 2 weeks, it is very important that when you want to set alarm on your phone, you set an alarm a day before you are paid and make it constantly remind you so that you can always go and pay the debt that you owe. Another way you can do this is by being intentional. Some people know the days that they are paid, and being intentional means, okay, I am paid today, I am going to pay my bills today no matter what. So some people that works for them, that does not work for them. So it's up to you to use any of the method that works for you. But the most important message I want to drive home today is I want to let you know that if you continue to have late payments, it will negatively impact your credit score. That is by bringing it down, which we do not know, and this might affect us in the future. For example, when you want to get, even if it's line of credit or mortgage loans or auto loans or whatnot. So number 2 on my list is do not max your credit cards. For example, if you have 5,000 credit cards, try as much as possible to be spending at least between 30% of that credit. For example, with 5,000 credit card, you should spend like about 1.5 at a time. Do not max the credit card out. Don't spend all the money. Don't spend all the $5,000 in your credit card. That will send a negative signal that will impact your credit score. So what I normally do is to make sure that any money I have or I'm about to spend, I have the money in my current account, so that when I want to make that, when I want to spend, I try to pay attention and make sure I don't exceed my budget. Because when you do, when the interest, and when you do and you don't have the money to pay back, you begin to pay interest in on that amount that you have taken out of your card, and that is not what you want to do. What you always want to do is to try as much as possible to save, even if it's $1 every day, $10 every day, depending on what works for you and what your income is. Number 3 on my list is try as much as possible to keep all your informations in a very safe place. So try to keep your PIN, your password to your bank card, to your online banking, to yourself, because that will protect you and will protect your credit cards from people, that will protect your credit card and yourself. So if any other person knows your password, your PIN and things like that, they might be tempted to use your card in your absence, and that you don't want. Another thing you should do, another reason why you should keep your cards and your information, your credit card information, your PIN, your password in a safe place, is to prevent people from using your information to apply for credit card. There are so many people out there who are trying, to get money by all means, and they are ready to hurt someone just to get the money that they need. And this, most of the time, people take people's information, apply for credit, and sometimes they do get this credit. And this is called identity theft. We don't want to be victims of identity theft, so we should try as much as possible to keep those information in a very secure place. Number 4 on my list is pay it off. So if you want to buy something, like I said before, make sure you have that amount of money somewhere. Do not spend what you do not have. When you begin to spend what you do not have, that will put you in a situation of debt, which you don't even want to begin with. So when you want to make payment, when you want to spend money from your card, try as much as possible to spend what you have, maybe in your bank, or the money already in your bank account, in your current account. Make sure you're spending from there, because when you begin to spend above what you have, you will be in a situation of wanting to pay back, and if you cannot afford it, that goes to interest. Interest is something I don't like, and you do not want to like as well, because when you begin to pay interest, like $10, even if it's $10 interest, $20 interest, $50 interest, all those little monies do add up, and you don't want that. So number 5 on my list is know your credit limits. For example, you have a 5,000 credit card and you have spent like 4,000. It's very important to be very aware of your balance, because for instance, you go to or you forgot about, or you didn't remember what your balance was, and you went to a store and you make a purchase of $1,050, which means you have extra $50 to pay because you have you just want $1,000 on your card. So when you swipe your card, your credit card, it might go through, it might not go through. But if it does go through, which means you have exceeded your limit. When you do that, this will negatively impact your credit score, and also the bank is gonna charge you for spending more than the limit on that bank. Like I've already said, instead of paying interest on all these cards, it is important to try as much as possible to budget, to know the amount of money you're supposed to spend in a month, to know how your money is coming and how you're spending it. That is why it's important to budget. That way you understand and know how much you have, what is coming in and what is going out. If you stick to your budget, you will not be in a situation of spending more than you can afford. So another thing I would like to say is, all these tips I'm giving you is what you should continuously do if you have a credit card: paying on time, not maxing out your credit, paying and spending what you can afford. That way you always have the money in the bank to pay back. If you continue in these behaviors, your credit score will not be in the negative. But when you begin to pay your card late, miss your payments, max your card, and leaving your information wherever you like, people will leaving your information wherever you like, this might put you in a negative situation that will affect your credit score and might affect you from getting loans with good interest rates, or even mortgage with good interest rates. So if you have a bad credit score, that doesn't mean you might not be able to get loan or credit. But the thing is, you might not be able to get loan or credit. But if you're able to get, it might be with a high interest, which we don't want. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, give it a huge thumbs up. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye.